Right, Colin here, and this is Shine Automotive, and we're losing light quick. So what I'm going to do is going to jump start the Astra van, get it in the garage, and then we'll talk through what we're going to do. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's get on and let's get this van back to life. See if the old girl will come to life. Been a long time. No way. Woo! Right to get in the garage. Garage. Let's take a look. This Astra van of mine I've had for years. It's a proper part of the family, but the last few years I've neglected it. Last time it was on the road was 2017. The engine failed and the brake pipes were getting rotten. I was just using it. It was just a van, just a workhorse. But now I've realised the Sportive vans are getting a bit hard to find and getting a bit rare. So I want to save it. So last Christmas, so that's a year ago, we put an engine in it, did the cam belt, put a clutch in it and sanded all the brake pipes. And then we couldn't bleed the brakes up. So what we decided, we're going to fit new disc and pads on the front, a pair of new flexes and a pair of new calipers. I'm keeping the van, so I might as well do the bits, but it's neglected. Got all green mould on it, starting to get some surface bubbling on the rear arches. What I've decided to do in the better weather, we're going to do the odd bits of paintwork in it. It's full of junk inside. Got my hat on, it's cold. Look how much mud's on that. Nice. Just wait, it's been sat around. I'm going to get these wheels off, got some other wheels to go on and just get it tidied up. I have no idea where the backlights are or the bit of trim that goes along the bottom there, so we're going to have to get that found. I have no idea what I've done with my front bumper or the front lights. So yeah, what we'll do now, get the back end jacked up, quickly check the brakes over, and I'm going to get the back drums painted in red, and then hopefully the calipers are on the way today, so I can get them painted, and then tomorrow we can get on and try and find everything, get the headlights sorted, get the front bumper on, get everything dug out of it, give it a good clean and try and make it ready for its MOT. So this is going to be filmed over the next few days. It's Monday now, so let's see if we can get the Astra van back on the road. I need a van. I'm desperate for a motor on the road to be using. The MX-5 is not very practical when I've got two dogs. So yeah, we'll get the wheels off, get the back drums painted in red, get the calipers painted in red, and that'll do. And then tomorrow we'll start on getting everything done. Get the wheels cleaned up, get the wheels swapped over, get the lights on, get the back lights on. I've got some dashboard bits I want to do, get a centre console changed. So yeah, watch on and enjoy. Now, I cannot believe how hard it was to get the wheel off, never mind getting the drum off. But the pads are alright, the brakes are working fine on the back. I braked the wheel as you've seen in the time lapse, but that wheel's not going back on, and I'll make sure I clean the centre hub where the bearing is, that's where it's sat, it's sticking on there. So yeah, let's get these cleaned down now, and the calipers will arrive, so we'll get the calipers painted up as well, and then they can dry overnight. Yeah, that's fantastic. Right, so I've got them all cleaned down as best as I could. I was using the wire wheel, but it's not very good, so I used the soft pad on the grinder. What I should have done is just bought some new drums, but there we go, it's late. Upcycling, that's what we'll call it. Right, it's time to get it built back up. I'm going to clean round the hub first, so you know how hard it was to get that off. Clean that round, bit of copper slip round there, and away we go. Let's jump right into it. So the wheel's on, sits well. Obviously we've got this bit of rust and that to contend with. Was thinking of converting it to 5 stud, but I think I want to stick with a 4 stud and look for a nice 17-inch Vauxhall stock wheel. If you know of any or think of what would be a nice wheel, drop a comment down below and let me know what you think. It's all green and manky. Late now, it's 9 o'clock. It's going to make a nice van again. I need to find that blooming strip to the bottom as well. Yeah. Yeah, found the bumper, got a GSI front bumper on it. I've ordered some new fog lights, so hopefully they'll be here in time. We're going to put some LED bulbs in the front as well.
The next day.
Right, so following afternoon, we finished our day's graft. What Sam's going to start doing now is jacking the front end up, get the front wheels off, and then start redoing the front brakes. Right, so we've got the front discs, which are coated, got a new set of pads, and we've got a set of WD40 brake flexes. Sam's got this front end ripped down already, so we'll clean it all up, service the sliders, and get the new caliper fitted. How are you doing, Sam? You've not said hello on this video yet.
It's because I aren't ready to yet.
All right. So what Sam's done is removed the brake pipe from the flexi. We're going to be changing the flexi because hopefully we're thinking the fault why we've lost brakes at the front has been the flexi. But we're doing the calipers, the flexi, new brakes, and that eliminates everything. So hopefully we'll get a new solid pedal. Fingers crossed. What do you say, Sam?
Well, pedal's not going to be new.
Well, the brake pedal will be hard. Well, that's the driver's side all complete. Looks pretty well, that now. Onto the other side. So yeah, we've just been sick because we just found a ripped boot. So what do you say when you find it in a ripped boot, Sam?
Das Boot.
Das Boot is finished. So we'll have to take the drive shaft off. Just come out. You don't list one. Right, you crap on boots. Right, let me make another phone call. Alright, mate. Try, bye. This is a crap on boots. Das Boot!
So how are you doing, mate? Alright? Yeah, not too bad. Right, universal stretchy boot, mate. 312. Yeah, send it out, mate.
Beep, beep. Right, so we've got the drive shaft off. Just ordered a new boot because the boot was split. So while Das Boot is on its way, we're going to drop it down and start putting all the headlights and the LED bulbs in. So we'll crack on with that while we're waiting for the bits of this corner. Yeah.
One in it?
Perfect.
Oh, you can't supply you one of them.
So that's the drive shaft back on and a nice new Das Boot, inner boot done. And now the disc is going on.
Das Boot.
New brake flexi going on. Right, so that's the brake flexi on. So that's the caliper sliders getting greased and fitted back in. Right, flip forward now. Look at this COVID there, but I am like proper stressed out because as we were tidying up, I had a peek underneath the side skirts and I found the back of the sills were rotten. Yes, on this side, the driver's side and the passenger side. So I'm going to scuff it up, put some stone chip on and then paint that silver, but I'm going to leave it off for test because I've had to order the clips that go underneath. Also, I'd like to know where you found out about the channel, so drop a comment down below and let us know where you're from, how you found out about the channel. I'd love that. I love all your comments as well. So we'll see you in the morning when it's time for test, and that's right now.
The next morning.
Oh, I'm so tired. I'm freezing. If you like these shine automotive hats, if you want one, drop a comment down below. I might get some if anyone wants one. Whoa, it's freezing. I don't know whether you have it on the side or on there, I don't know. Right, it's early. I'll get down to test, so I've got to get some diesel in it first and I'll let you know. Yeah, she's passed. Buzzy, glad I did that welding, obviously, because that would have failed. So I'm really happy. So all we need to do now is give it a really good detail, a good clean up. We've got a different centre console to fit and we'll get the radio fitted in. So we'll get back to the garage. I need a brew because it's early. Right, so we're back from MOT, and before we give it a good clean and a detail up, what we're going to do is we're going to be putting a new centre console in and a radio, which Sam's picking out what radio.
Do you want a CD player?
I'd like a CD player, yeah. And maybe something my phone can run off. That's not very nice, ain't tough. So Sam's picking out a radio. We've got the side skirts to put back on. We're going to do that on the ramp. So first we're going to put the radio in and we're going to sort out some fog lights in the bumper. So I haven't had any fog lights in it for a long time because I aquaplaned in it one night and ripped the bumper off and actually drove over the bumper. But that's a genuine Astra GSI front bumper. So we've got some fog lights here, there to go in the bumper. I think me and Kev will whip the front bumper off, get the fog lights fitted, and Sam will fit the radio.
Alright, Kev.
I've never known a man like it.
What's happened, Kev? You're struggling there, mate.
Can you...
I can't get into the workshop.
Come on, Kev, you can get through.
I'm in.
Right, so me and Kev are going to take the front bumper off and fit the fog lights while Sam does the stereo. So what stereo have you got, Sam?
I have a Sony CDX-DAB 700U.
Is it going to be a DAB?
No, because we don't have a DAB aerial.
Alright, so we'll just have to go in normally then.
Well, that's unless you've got an aerial to fit in there.
No, I'm trying to not get your zipper in. No, we don't. Do we have one left over from Steve?
No, I've been in his car. It's broken, Kev, innit? We can't all go on forward buying all these new things, can we, Kev, like you?
Right,
So we're looking in that general direction anyway.
so once we've got all them bits on, we'll stick it on the ramp, put the side skirts on, and then we'll get it outside and give it a good wash up. You been and got biscuits?
Winter Spice, Twix.
Oh, thanks. What about me and Sam?
Sorry, we'll just waste away, mate. As usual.
No, you're alright, mate. No, you're alright, mate. No, I don't want it. What? Don't want it, Kev.
You tried it? No, I'm alright, fine. I'm alright, Kev. Stop forcing food into me, you feeder.
Right, so Sam's got the centre console in now, and that looks loads better. Just need to try and get the Bertoni, can't remember what it's called, bit there. I can't pronounce it as well, but there we go. Sam's just going to demonstrate the front end. Finally got some fog lights in it, and the whole time I've owned it, I've never had fog lights working. Yeah, that's the indicator working.
Who way is that up? Kev. Sorry. Headlights on.
Yeah.
Tip B.
Yeah.
Full B.
Yeah.
Fog light.
Yeah, sound.
So I'll just take it off tip B. Turn them all off now.
Yeah, we just need to get some other bulbs to match up with the rest.
Yeah,
So what we'll do now is we'll stick it up in the air and we'll get the side skirts on.
It's like a little Cheshire cat, isn't it, look? Alright.
So it's up on the lift, and what we'll do now is we'll fit the side skirts, and where I've done the welding at the back, we're going to have to put the new clips, because the clips go into these holes here, and obviously we don't have any holes here, so when the side skirt's on, we'll mark it out and drill and fit it. So we'll jump onto that right now. That is the side skirts put on. Even though they're very mucky, we have cleaned the inside of the side skirts. Wheels back on, so that really does finish it off. Done the other side as well. Let's go and have a look. There's a weird man in the background there. So yeah, that side skirt's done on that side. So what we'll do now, because it's the end of the day, I'll fast forward to tomorrow, where we'll get it all detailed up and we'll do a reveal and get all this green and muck horrible stuff off. And try and polish a turd. So we'll see you in the morning. Right now. Morning. Right, well I'm on my own today. Oh, I've got my two dogs as well. Bella and Ellie. Are you alright, girls? Hello. What, you going to say hello? Say hello. Ooh. Right, so what we're going to do now, all the interior. Now, it is absolutely ming-mong. All the carpets, all the seats, all really mucky. So what I've got, which I'm going to be doing in another video, is unboxing the new Karcher Puzzy shampoo machine. Get all the interior cleaned. If you want to see the video with unboxing and using this will be coming out shortly anyway, but you'll see bits of it in the time-lapse. Do you want to do this video? Because you're everywhere, you two, this morning. So I've washed the van down, run the machine, polished around on a few bits. Down this side there was loads of splatters of creosote. I went over it with some rubbing compound by hand just to get any fine marks off. I'm going to let it drip dry now, I like a broom and bang the space heater on, buff it off, chuck some polish on, do the wheels. The inside's drying out. Got a little oil heater in there to help things. Look how good that's looking now. Them seats. Right, brand new. So yeah, I'll get a brew on, get this polished down. I've been Colin, that's been Sam, and that's Kevin. We'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye now. What are you doing, Matt? We're trying to get on, and you're making all this noise.